Hello everyone, welcome back to these BreezyWP.com tutorials. So in this video I want to go over how to migrate your current WordPress website over to BreezyWP to really speed up all aspects of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if you haven't seen the last video, I created this server and also a base WordPress install. So I'll go through a few of those steps again, but ultimately I'm going to go ahead and create the website right now. So you'll see I actually have this already here, but if I want to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So if I go delete site, that means that site's permanently deleted off your server. Everything's been wiped. So obviously don't click that if you don't want to delete your website. So what we're going to do is create our first site, and that is the domain breezytesting.xyz. Okay, this might be hosted currently. This might be your current domain name. Don't worry about that. We'll switch everything over once we've got everything set up. So what we're going to do is go breezytesting.xyz, and then here www.breezytesting.xyz. Cool. So that's going to create your site and database and everything for us. Alright, that's WordPress, the default version of WordPress installed. So what we need to do now is actually go to your current web hosting or your current website and log into the admin dashboard. So I'm going to use this demo website as a test. So you might be familiar with this website. This is a competition demo website that I've developed myself, and a lot of people have been having great success with it. So I'm going to use this as like I say, a test for migrating us over to the new website. So almost imagine that this is your website and you want to migrate it over to BreezyWP. So first thing we're going to do is log into the admin area. I'm already logged in. And then go to plugins and then add new. At the top right, we're going to type in all-in-one. And then we're going to install all-in-one WP migration. Now what we need this for is basically creating a website file that includes all of the files in your server and also your database. So on the left hand side you'll see it where it says all-in-one WP migration. Go to backups. I'm going to actually delete this backup for now. And then go create my new. You will probably not have any there, but basically you want to create a new backup. It retrieves everything from your site and puts it in one file. So depending on how big your site is, how big the database is, that this can take a wee bit longer, but you can see for me it doesn't take that long. So next I'm going to go download. So the website that I have just downloaded, you can kind of see at the bottom there, is 243 megabytes. But once that finishes, we can go directly over to or back to BreezyWP. Now that we've got the WordPress file, so the .wpress file on our computer, that's our website downloaded to our computer, and now we want to import that website into our new breezytesting.xyz. Obviously we need to first, before we import it, we need to install WordPress on that site. So if I go to my domain settings, and I've personally bought this in Namecheap, you might have used the likes of GoDaddy or 123reg. So if you go to your domain provider, first of all you're going to need this server IP address here. So I'm going to copy that, and you'll see here breezytesting.xyz. I'm going to manage that. I currently have some A records in the advanced DNS section here. As the server is changing, I'm going to want to update these. So actually we don't need this one anymore because that's slightly different. And then where it says www, I'm going to also want to put that in there. So I'm going to save changes and save changes. So once that takes a few minutes to propagate onto the kind of World Wide Web, we'll then be able to view the installation process for WordPress. So we don't need this anymore. So hopefully if I go to this URL, you'll see we now have a fresh installation of WordPress. So I'm going to go and select English UK and add some site details. So I'm going to use my name, password, email address, and then install WordPress. So this needs to happen before we go on to the next step, because WordPress needs to be installed before we import the website. Success. So WordPress has now been installed, so thank you and enjoy. We can log directly in by using the username and password that you just created there. So I'm going to show you this. So there's two ways that you can import this website. You can go back to the plugin that we just downloaded, the all-in-one here, install it here, and just, you know, like I've shown in other videos, drag and drop that WP RESS file, the WordPress file basically, onto the website, and it'll slowly update and slowly do all the things. What I've developed through BreezyWP is this import website button. Now you need to have installed WordPress. You don't need to install any plugins or anything. You just need to get to this point here where you've got this green screen and WordPress has been installed. So what I've developed is it's so much faster to do it this way for whatever reason, using scripts that I've created. I'm going to import website and select the WP RES file. Okay, in my downloads folder you'll see the competition demo that we just exported from the website earlier. So click open. So as soon as you hit open, that'll immediately start uploading the file for you. Now this isn't uploading the file to your website just yet. It'll give you some more options once it hits 100%. Okay, now that's nearing 100%. That's taken me around about 2 minutes to upload that. Okay, now the file has uploaded. You'll see now that it gives you a small preview of the size. You can also remove the file if it's not the correct one that you've uploaded. So you'll have two options here. You can either go ahead and import the website, and what that will do is just download it to your website and give you the option to then restore from a backup on your website. Now I'll show you that now. So if I click import, so your template is now downloading to your website. So if I go over to my website and give this, I'd say 10 or 15 seconds, hopefully you would then see on the left hand side here, all-in-one WP migration will turn up, and you can go to backups, and there it is. There's the file that's just been added, and you can restore from the backup here. You can just click restore, and then that'll do all the heavy lifting for you. But there's also another option, which is for it to do it for you and this only takes an extra 15 seconds. So I would recommend it if you're ready to go straight away. So again, I'll go and use fast import. You can also generate a username and password, because when you overwrite a website just like this one, the username and password will be different, because you're basically putting an existing website on top of another one, and it clears out all the old passwords and adds in the new ones that you had on your previous website. So if you want to generate a new username and password, that will be emailed to you. It'll not be displayed on the screen for security reasons, and it'll be emailed directly to you. So I'll do that as well. So we'll click import. So you'll now see the success message is slightly different. So your template is now downloading to your website, and now your username and password will be emailed to you. So this will only take maybe about 30 seconds or so to go onto your website. So if I actually go back to the website, this might already be done. So there it is. That is the website migrated directly over to BreezyWP.com hosting. You'll see that this website is now a complete copy of what you had before on your previous website. So you can go to any of the pages and they'll all be the same. Go back. You can just see how fast these servers really do run. So it's all there. So in my eyes, this puts you in a very good position to take your website even further. So in the coming videos, I'm going to show you how to add email services such as Gmail and Google Workspace. I'll show you how to incorporate them into your website. Also show you how to use Cloudflare and how another layer of caching on what's called a CDN will really speed up your website and allow for a lot more people to be on your website at once for a lower cost. So again, stay tuned for those videos soon to come. Thank you.